Hi guys. I know it's been a week or so. I just first have a drink. I've already popped it and poured it. Um, you ever have one of those weeks where when you think everything's gone wrong, nothing else can go wrong? That's been this week. So I'm going to call this video "How to Get Over a Bad Day" or "How to Get Over a Bad Week." 5 days ago, I had chest pains, and I was worried about it, and then it kept happening. I I admitted myself into the hospital, and I spent 2 days there. They did every test under the sun and found nothing wrong with me. The food was amazing. It's just stress. Here I am trying to preach to the choir about how to relax and how to follow the Kalma philosophy, and I stress too much. I need to relax. Coupled with that day, I was getting my car repaired and it just wasn't running. So I had that in the shop, got the bill, finally got the car done, and me and my girlfriend decided to go to Target. Long story short, I drank coffee all day. I was drinking coffee at the automotive shop, and I was drinking coffee. I go to Target and I'm having a cafe latte. I'm drinking that giant double shot. No wonder why I was having heart pains the next day. So anyway, this whole week I was in the hospital for 2.5 days. Finally got out and got done with that. Then the car had to go back in the shop. So here we're doing $2,500 worth of work on the car. And I'm okay. You fix as much as you can. It's leaking everything. It's transmission, brake fluid, oil, whatever liquid there is in a car, it's leaking. So I'm parking on my side lawn so I don't roof the driveway. So you ask, what is this video about? How to get over a bad day. And I'm going to tell you how I did it. But it gets better. My air conditioner still isn't working, so I have it off so I can get the video done. So here we are. Cheers to my seekers. I will not give up. I will not give up. I will not give up. This channel is going to blow up. I know. The Kalma philosophy is going to do really well, and we are going to build our retreat. And also, my other channel, Lukewarm and the Biscuits, is going to do well, and I'm going to make a bunch of money so I can move on. So here we are. Cheers to my seekers, and we will get to how to get over a bad day. Make a video about it. Love you guys. Here's the deal. I also decided to quit caffeine, quit sugar, anything sweet, quit bread, because I want to lose 25 pounds. So I'm under that kind of thing where I'm like, okay. How do you get over a bad day? How do I get through all this? How do I deal with all this? Besides dumping one with you guys and telling you how I feel. I look to the positive of everything. I look to the positive, not the negative of everything. Nothing ever lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. Even though you think, oh my God, what next can happen? What other anvil is going to drop on me during my day? What other phone call am I going to get? What other tragedy is going to happen in my life this week? Don't think about that. I am not even thinking about that. Things will get better. Things will be great. I will pick up my car tonight. It will run. They're also fixing the air conditioner. So even though it's leaking oil, I'll still be cool as I'm driving down the road. So you got to think with the glass half full, not the glass half empty. Even though we have a lot of glass half empty days in our lives. Like for this shirt. But anyway, how to deal with that, how I deal with it. You got to compartmentalize things and say, okay, fine. This happened and it is past. That happened to me, the thing that was my, and what did I learn from that process? What did I learn from me ending up in the hospital with chest pains? What was the takeaway from that? What was the trigger that made me change my attitude, my demeanor, my purpose, and how I'm going to live? And I started thinking back to how I used to live before I got heavier, before I ate bad. And I think, I am going to go back to old school. I'm going to go back to eating organic. I'm going to go back to eating no salt, no sugar, no processed foods, no fast foods, nothing. Because it's all poison. It is all poison. If you go in the grocery store and you go down the line, unless you're in the produce department where all the fresh vegetables are, the fresh meats, everything in that store is garbage. Everything in that store is poison. Hold on. This is not... This is a very little bit of soda and basically ice water just to wet my whistle while I'm talking. But I'm not drinking. I quit drinking soda. No more soda. Last night I had a Cobb salad. I made a salad with the nuts, an apple, some chicken. It was an amazing dinner. So I'm going to go back to old school. I'm going to go back to eating everything that's organic, everything that's fresh. There's no processed foods, no processed junk, no chips, no junk. Read the label. When you buy food, read the label. Less is better. If you read the label and it says carrots, you're good. If it says carrots and sodium, carrots and potassium, carrots and preservatives, carrots and what gluten, whatever else they're putting in the carrots, no. Carrots. Plain carrots. Okay? Read the labels. Also, I noticed in my protein shake, I drink my protein shake every morning, but I read it and it has cocoa in it because I like chocolate. What's cocoa made out of? It's made out of coffee beans. No. Although I'm only getting about 12% in there instead of 110% of coffee every day, or every hour. I decreased my coffee to almost 90%. So when that container of protein mix is gone, no more chocolate. I'm gonna go with vanilla. Plain is good. So let's continue with this. I want to really fine tune this for you guys. I want to say, here's another. I went to my doctor and she says, "Oh, if you're gonna quit coffee, just do it a little." Okay, first of all, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you professional advice or medical advice. This is the advice that works for me. When I wanted to quit smoking, I finally got out of high school and I wanted to quit smoking. I tried the thing to step down. None of that works for me. Same thing with caffeine. None of that works for me. What works for me? I crumbled them up, threw them out the window, and never smoked since. And it's been a bajillion years ago. So sometimes it depends on you. But I think, me personally, if you just stop cold turkey, I'm not going to eat that food anymore. I'm not going to eat processed food anymore. Go to your refrigerator. Literally go to your refrigerator. That's if you're not starving and that's all the food you have. I'm just saying, go to your refrigerator and your freezer and just throw out all the shit that's in your refrigerator. You will look in and go, oh my God, it's all preservatives. It's all the frozen foods and nothing preservatives and additives and dyes and chemicals. We're putting all that in our body. Literally, We're literally, in this country, Americans are killing themselves. And then when you go to the doctor, they've raised the bar now. My doctor says to me, they've raised the bar. I said, I want to lose 25 pounds. I want to be 160 pounds. That's me. That's when I look good. I feel good, 160 pounds. Right now I'm 180, almost 189 pounds, 188 pounds. She says, oh, just lose 10 pounds. No, I want to lose 25 pounds. But this country, the United States, has raised the bar. They've allowed us to be bigger. They've allowed us to have more obesity, more fat on our bodies. That's the status quo now. No, no, that's not your status quo, okay? That is not our status quo. That is not our average. Our average is our average. My average, what I want for my body is I want to lose 26 pounds. And between now and the first of the year, I will have the weight off. By not eating bread, not eating sugar, not eating candy, not eating anything that has wheat in it. Completely kick wheat to the curb. If you want carbs, eat potatoes, eat rice. It's better for you. It's strong. It has better nutrients in it for you than bread. Stop eating bread. Soda. Stop drinking soda. Okay, you could revert to juices, but juices have a lot of sugar in them as well, you know. Just water. If you want to drink, if you're thirsty, you can, those little lemonades, like looks like a little lemonade container and it squeezes out lemon juice. Get one of those. Make a nice cold thing of water, 2 squirts of lemon juice in there, just a little bit, just to give it some flavor, so you don't, because I'm not crazy about water either, but just to give it flavor so you can drink more water. Do all these things. Get rid of all the garbage in your refrigerator. Look at your pantry. Just literally look at your pantry. Look at the cans and look at the back of the can and say, what is in this? And when you see 40 different or 50 different ingredients in the can of soup, it's just crap. You're eating crap. You're eating garbage. You don't need fillers. You don't need dyes. You don't need anything else in there but food. Here's the reason why our country has added all this shit into our food. They want a longer shelf life. If they got a longer shelf life, if that can of beans can last 2 years on the shelf, they'll make more money. They'll make more money off of you if they have a longer shelf life for the food, because they don't have to produce as much. See what I'm saying? So if you look at the shelf life, look at the date on the food, some of it's unbelievable. Look at a candy bar and say, okay, let's say this video is being made in 2025, right? And the candy bar says expired in 2027. That's 2 years. Now, there is no natural food. There is no organic natural food like a banana or an apple or a pear or a watermelon or a chicken or anything that if you do not put it in the freezer will last 2 years. A banana would be black in a week and you're throwing it out, Although they do put a coating on bananas. They put a wax coating on apples, on pears, on all fruit. Wash the wax off so the apple will last longer. That apple, everything breathes. Everything breathes in nature. Everything breathes, including us. And when you have an apple on a tree, it has a skin on it, and that skin breathes, brings in nutrients, brings in light, brings in oxygen to the apple to keep it fresh. When you seal it with wax, you put it in that sealed container, and it starts rotting from within. That apple's rotting from within because you sealed it. It's horrible what we're doing to our food. And all the antibiotics that we're putting in our food, all the antibiotics we put in our animals, and all the shots we give to the meat and the chicken and the beef and the pork that you eat. Eat organic food. Find out where it's coming from. What's in that food? What's in the chicken you're eating? God help you if you go out to a restaurant and you eat a chicken. because they're buying the cheapest chickens. They're going to the cheapest chicken farm you can find and buying chickens pennies on the dollar to sell it to you for $20 for a dinner. What is put in that chicken? What does that chicken eat? What is pumped into that chicken is just nothing but shit. We're literally killing our people in this country by all consuming all this garbage. So back to, how do we do this? How do we kick this to the curb? How do we make this better? We make this better. Start by looking at your cabinet. Look at your cabinet. If you got beans, okay, I'll tell you one thing that I do. I buy a can of nuts. And if I don't get the salt in nuts, I wash the salt off before I eat the nuts. Or if I get a can of beans, like regular, like black beans or regular beans that you want to eat, and it's full of that syrup in there, it's got all those preservatives in it. I wash the bean. I wash it off. I take the beans and I wash them off. I get all off the beans. Get all that crap and chemicals off the beans before I eat it. Because yes, it takes a long time. It's a long time to cook beans. So a lot of people, it's easier just to buy a can of beans. I get it. But wash the beans off. Don't eat the syrup that's in the beans. It's a preservative to keep them on the shelf for 2 years. Anyway, I'm going on and on here. I will be right back. This video is going to get better and better. I will be right back. I'm back. We, you and I are going to get healthier and lose weight together. We're going to, between now and Christmas, right now it's August 6th, 7th, whatever it is. It's the beginning of August of 2025. So at the beginning of August, we got June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. 5 months. 5 months, we're going to get the weight off. We are going to get the weight off. We're going to feel better. And we're going to celebrate for Christmas. We're not going to blow it and get all our weight back on or get in bad health again. But we are going to do this together. And so I want you to do is I want you guys to chime in and tell me what you are doing to get healthier, what you're doing to lose weight, what you're doing to get a better mindset, what you are doing to feel better about yourself. What foods have you kicked to the curb? What have you learned about foods that you want to share with other people that you shouldn't do, that you should do? We are going to do this together. It's going to be our journey between now and Christmas or now and New Year's, okay? Here's a little thing that I do to keep me on my diet, to keep me focused. What I will do is I will be really rigid on my diet and make sure I'm eating the right foods, healthy foods, no junk food, kick all that stuff to the curb. I will do that for a whole week. Then I usually have one cheat day. Not all day. Not going to Disney World and eating all day long. One cheat meal. Okay. It can't be junk, like complete garbage, but it can be like go out to dinner at one cheat meal. Maybe a little bit of bread, maybe a little bit of something you really crave. Okay, maybe a little bit of ice cream, a small sliver of cake. This is not a cheat week. Okay? So how you do this is you start, you get about 7 days under your belt. You get about 7 days under your belt, and you actually see the weight starting to coming off. Then you have one cheat meal. Okay? Then you go another week. You have another cheat meal, okay? But don't go crazy. So what I want you guys to do, if you really do this for me, chime in on the comments. Say, I've lost this much weight. This works for me. I've tried this. I've tried that. Don't do this. Don't do that. This works for me. This doesn't work for me. Chime in so we can help each other lose the weight. I want to lose 26 pounds. I want to feel better mentally, feel better physically, feel better emotionally. All of these things, those are our goals. That is our goal, to feel better mentally, feel better physically, feel better emotionally, feel better, just feel better. Just feel alive, just to feel alive. We can do this together. Hang on, I need to have a sip. I do have a chapter in my book about staying healthy. I don't know what chapter it is. This is my book. If you want to buy a copy of my book, I'm doing a little advertising. If you want to buy a copy of my book, leave it down in the comments. John, I want a copy of my book. I sell them for $40. Okay? You cannot buy them on Amazon. You cannot buy them online. I don't have it set up online. But if you let me know, I will somehow contact you and we will get you a book. It's a good book. It's a good read. This will give you so much knowledge and so much information to have a better life. The Common Point philosophy is an amazing philosophy. And my seekers that do follow this philosophy do have great lives. They do. The people that do buy the book and read it and follow a lot of the stuff in that book going, this is just amazing. So back to the losing the weight, feeling better. Focus on that. Make that 110% of your purpose for the next, how many months is it? It's July, August, September, October, November, December. 5 months. 5 months. You should be able to lose at least, I would say, 8 pounds a month. We can be conservative and say maybe 4 pounds a month. Let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. You should be able to have 30 pounds off at least. I should have my 26 pounds off by Christmas. I should be 160 pounds. That's my goal. By Christmas, I want to be 160 pounds. Then I will swim in the shirt. You can do this. I believe in you. We will do this together. We will do this. You can do this. You can do this. If you want to feel better mentally, just start. Literally start one day. Take a day when you're not going to be interrupted. Take a day when you don't have a lot to do. Your day's not cluttered. Go in your kitchen. This is the attack of the kitchen. Go in the kitchen and open the cupboard and look at all the stuff that you do not need. Not the stuff that you want, the stuff that you do not need in your body. Look at the stuff you do not need in your body. What can you get rid of? What can you get rid of? And don't say, well, I still have a half a thing of coffee and I still have a half a thing of sugar and, I don't want to throw it out. It's wasteful. Get rid of it. I went in my kitchen. Trust me, I love coffee. I love coffee. I'm addicted to coffee. I'm breaking the addiction. I love coffee. I had almost a full jar of instant coffee, and I went down the sink, baby, gone. That's the only way to do it. If you say, well, I'm going to hang up, I want to hold on to this, Same way with sugar. Well, I want to keep the sugar because I might want to bake cookies one day or for Christmas, and I might need sugar for something. I might need sugar. No, if you need sugar for something, for that very day that you need sugar for something, you might want to make a cake with your grandkids. You might want to make a cake with, you might want to do something with sugar. That's my bunny scratching. You might want to do something with sugar. Go and buy sugar the day you need it. Throw it out. Bread. Well, I don't know. I've got bread. I put it in the freezer. I might need bread someday. No. Throw it out. Make it a revelation. This is all going in the trash. Throw it out. Get rid of it. Clean out the refrigerator. Clean out the cabinets. Clean out anything that's going to put weight on you. Anything that's going to make you feel depressed. Anything that's going to make you feel not good about yourself. All the chemicals that you're eating. All the stuff that you have. Anything you have on the shelf. Look at the shelf. I'm looking at the shelf. How long has that food been up there? That's another way you can purge and do this process. Look at the dates of everything on every can you have, every package you have. If it's outdated, throw it away. If it's going to be outdated in the next 3 or 4 months, throw it away. Don't save food. Don't save food that you're not going to eat. Get rid of it. Have another sip. So this video is about how to get over a bad day. And what created that bad day? In the beginning of this video, what created my bad day or my bad week? Me landing in the hospital with chest pains, making me think, deeply think about my lifestyle, how I live, what I eat, how I take care of myself, how I take care of myself now and not how I used to. I'm going to go back to old school, going back in the gym, backward. And if you can't afford a gym, I'm broke, John, I can't afford a gym. I personally am going to rejoin the gym, but I can walk down the road where the hospital is that I went to. They have a 5-7-story garage, parking garage, with the ramps going up. I go out there 5 nights a week when it's really late, 9-10 o'clock at night. There's nobody in, there's no cars in the garage, and I walk up and down those levels about 20 times. When I really feel good, I do the stairs that really give you a good burn. It's free and it's safe. I got a security guard that comes by and goes, "Hey, John, how you doing?" I've got a button on the wall by the elevator where I can push if it's an emergency. I got a fire extinguisher. I got lights throughout the whole garage. It's a safe environment that I can do workout for free. If you can't afford to go to gym, find a safe environment to work out and get your butt off the couch and move. 3 things I want you to do. Move. Purge all the junk you don't need and change your mindset about what you and who you are and what you want to look like and what you want to be in the next 5 months. What do you want? What do you want to look like? How do you want to feel? How do you want to feel mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually in 5 months? Think about how you feel now. If you're on top of the world now, this video is not for you. But if you really want to change your life and change the physiology of your body and your mind and your spirit and your soul, you can do it with me within the next 5 months or sooner. We're going to do this together. And you're going to chime in once in a while. Give me a comment. Tell me how you're doing. This is how I am doing. I lost 4 pounds. I quit eating bread. I am doing great. I feel great. Okay? Love you guys. I'm going to go. Buy my book. $40. Send me an email to johntenuto@aol.com or leave a comment. Leave a comment. I want to buy a book, and I will get back with you. We'll figure out how to get a book to you for $40. Number 2, number 1, my channels. This channel is doing very well. Thank you very much, all you guys. I have a second channel called Luke W. Warm and the Biscuits. Luke W. Warm and the Biscuits. Lukewarm is a separate, it's a name. It's not together. It's not lukewarm as lukewarm water. It is a separate word. Lukewarm Luke W. Warm and the Biscuits. Go there. That's my comedy channel where I talk about my farm animals and all the crazy stuff that I'm doing. That is a character that I'm doing. I'm doing a comedy character. Check him out. He's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun to do, and he's a lot of fun to watch. I got to go. We can do this. We got this. I will be back with you hopefully soon with another video talking more about the philosophy, more about keying in with that, because I kind of went off base with this a little bit, but I thought this was important. Love you guys. How do you have a better day? This is how. Love you. Gotta go now. Bye.